This is the path to go from seeing no progress, no results, to constant winning in life. It will be take a little bit longer, so just make this video full screen so you can really focus on that. Try not to scroll anywhere, just like take your notes and do the action in these videos, because in this video you will not just watch something, get some free value, and then just like dip and don't get anything in life. Yeah, I want you to take action. I have specific section where I'm taking you to take specific section where I tell you to take action, and I really, and I mean really, want you to take this action. It doesn't really make sense to watch this video right now and then say, I can't do action. So don't watch this video and then don't take action. Do the action when I'm telling you. I swear, if you don't do that, then bro, why even watching when you're not planning to take action for a better life, man? Let's be honest. So, first of all, the 1% rule scam. Everyone says like the 1%. No, it's not the rule. Fuck it. It was the 1% better each day. The 1% better each day scam. The reason this shit ain't working is pretty simple. Let's just think that's like how I found it out. That's the best thing I can show you is just imagine you have a power station. Your power station, you make, let's say, a good amount of energy. And as you can see, then with the transmission, we get like two-step station to home, commercial facility, and gets to even more and more and more different facilities so they have like the thing they want. But now that's the very important part here. The more you hook on, the more your energy will use. Let's just say the power station has a limited energy source. Let's say it has only 10 megawatts. So the more you connect, the less energy each will have. So if you do the 1% better each day thing, you're basically hooking up every of all your goals to one power grid. So you see maybe some progress, but not real progress. You get so much more done with the concept I'm going to tell you now. So just as a first thing, go into your brain, think about the 1% better day, that's a good thing, and delete that. Never ever think about the 1% better each day is a valid thing. Fuck that. It never worked. I tried it and it took me so long to get the right thing. So never ever fall for this shitty scam of 1% better each day is so good for you. Fuck you, man. So, because we have 3 different areas where we will focus on. So, that's like the 3 different areas. The most important part of your lives. Let's make this camera a little bit smaller. See a little bit better. There we go. Most important areas of your life. First one is your mental health and fitness. So your overall fitness and mental health, as I just said. Second one is your social circle, your love life, your family, your social life, basically. The third one is how we are going to make some money. That's like the 3 most important parts of your life. With that said, we don't want to do what we just learned. Already take action, get rid of the 1% each day, and let's focus on only one thing. We have one power source. We're going to channel all our energy into one outcome. So we only choose one of them 3 to work and see progress. Because you can't just make, okay, I want to have be fit and shit and lose weight and build an extreme amount of muscle. But at the same time, I want to go to friends and have fun with them and go on dates. And then I want to, of course, make a business at the same time. There are only 24 hours. The more you can focus on one specific thing and channel all your energy to this one specific thing, the better you will get. So stop with this 1% bullshit, man, and just focus on one thing. Choose one thing. For example, if you become obsessed over, make a session of obsession. That's something I will explain later a lot more. But just for now, let's say we make a session of obsession where it's only about fitness. So we focus only on fitness, do all the things I'm going to tell you later to do when you're in a session of obsession. And when we do this, then you will only focus on that and the rest is not as important. Same goes with your trying to build a network, for example. You just socialize as much as you can. You go on much dates you can. You get as much social interaction as you can and build as much as you want. And the same goes for money paths, your business, your personal brand, the thing you decided you want to do for a living. And you're going to focus all of your energy onto one thing. So, I mean, fitness and mental health, nearly my whole channel is about that. So I don't want to go even more deep on that if you want to make a session of obsession about that. Social life, just go on dates and do all the things. But I don't really recommend you doing that if you're not already extremely fit. So that's like the second part. Like my real recommendation would be like the exact same way, which means we start with this one. Can I make this a little smaller? Yeah, there we go. Can make it smaller. That would say that's like the first one, like getting fit, getting like focusing on fitness. That's what I'm doing, for example, right now. The second thing you should do then, when you're fit, you go on regularly dates, you connect with a lot of people, and you get a lot more respect. Because I watch so many guides, like really a lot of guides, and nearly everyone has on the basis that you should be fit and respectable. Like if you want to be respected in a room, blah blah blah. Everything has to do with, for example, looking good, being muscular and shit. So that's like the part one. Then the second part is like you can then, when you look good, go on dates, be social, build a network and shit. And then the third part is getting that money from. That's like the three areas. Especially I think for men, that's the way to go. So that's the first one, that's the second one, and that's the third one. That's the way I would recommend you doing it. That's just, that's like the best path of my way. That's like how I want you to do it. For example, right now I'm an obsession of just fitness. More to that later. But yeah, that's like the thing I will recommend you. But of course, if you're, for example, you don't want to socialize because, I don't know, you don't like being around people and don't want to be looking good. You just want to be a fat fuck who wants to get rich. I also will help you because, or at least now you know that, but you still want to know how to find the purpose, how to find the goal and shit. Some business you can really work on hard now because they can. There's like session of obsession. I will make that one first now. I want to do other things first, but I will talk about that now. And with the session of obsession, just basically means you will focus all that energy. I want that shit in the middle. Nice. You will focus all your energy on one project only. And with that, you said, okay, that's the way we will become successful. That's like the way we're gonna do all the things from now on. So you say, mean, then 1% better each day is a scam. Don't fucking do that. Get that shit out of your mind. We're gonna work in another different model called session of obsession, which basically means we have one goal. For example, in this part, getting ripped. Let's get that. So we can look at this beautiful six pack. For example, is getting ripped. You want to lose weight because you're skinny fat and want to build muscles. So your goal is working out, work, and the second priority is cardio. So you focus all of your time, all 24 hours are just there to work on these two things. So if you think, okay, yeah, fitness is not my priority right now. The thing I'm lacking right now the most is money, for example. And you want to find a way to work on the thing that will make you a lot of money. You are already good at socializing. You already got that done. You already have a decent amount of body. Or you're already on the way. Don't need to make a session of obsession. Just do this on the side, for example. And it's like, okay, right now the thing that I'm lacking the most is money, for example. So let's talk about how to enjoy making money. But before we're going to talk about that, I really want to emphasize on something. You need to always be in a session of obsession in one of these three categories. Because if you're not, you will be this. A man without a purpose is drowning himself in pleasure. And that we don't fucking want. The thing we will get rid of all that you can see, like social media, drugs, gambling, video games, junk food, and alcohol, all that shit that will get you distracted and shit, will all be automatically removed when you are in a session of obsession. That's why I love this so much, and I can't stop thinking, like talking about that, because it's so fucking good. I tried years doing this fucking shit of a better 1% better each day and wasting all my energy, my precious energy, and instead of channeling to one goal and achieving something a lot quicker, and I just split in so many unnecessary things. I'm just already pissed again just thinking about that. How much I wasted of that. So if you have no purpose, no session of obsession of one of these three things, you will automatically become a man without a purpose who's drowning himself in pleasure. And we don't want that. That's why I'm making this video. So you're not falling into this trap. Because I had this trap when I made my agency. I was already quite thin at that time. Socially, still not very good. So let's just say, yeah, socially I was terrible at that time. But I didn't know this concept here right now. So I just like, okay, I was fit, I was thin. I didn't have muscle at the time, but I was thin. I wasn't fat anymore. So I didn't really care. I didn't know that this was very important. So I just focused on money. And I built an agency and were in a session of obsession. I didn't really realize it back then. But then I didn't I closed my agency, didn't really have a purpose, nothing to work on. I'd never thought about anything of that. No one taught me this concept later. So I became a man without a purpose, drowning himself in pleasure. And I gamed a lot. I ate a lot of junk food, got all the fucking fat away, got back to social media and shit, and so many dark shit. And then I will teach you now how to not become this man and skip the phase I needed to do, because I thought like, okay, I didn't know this concept. So that's why we're going to talk about how to enjoy making money. First of all, what I mean by that is pretty simple. The purpose, like everyone tells like purpose is not important for money. I get what you mean, but we want to enjoy making money, because making money is quite fun, but only in the right thing. I did like entertainment YouTube and I got some money from that, and that was quite enjoyable when I was doing that. But I didn't feel that after a while. It was like, no, it's not the thing I want to do. So I quit. Then I did get some money with the agency. It was not fun because it was so stressful. So the money, you need to have like, the more you enjoy making that money in this specific theme. For example, the goal of the purpose is that you become naturally more interested and just naturally be enjoying the progress of learning and becoming better in this specific thing you want to do. For example, in my example, it's YouTube. So I enjoy learning how to make talk better and shit. I'm naturally good at making presentations. That's why I'm doing this presentation right now. And I love working with the camera, for example, like the work. I bought a camera just to get better with filming of all. That's all things that I love doing. And when I will eventually make money from this business, I will enjoy this the most. So there's a question to himself. The way I found it was very, very specific. And I want to go with you over this right now. And there's like specific questions you need to ask yourself to find the answer. I made this exact, I will go over the question with you together. And a friend of mine had this problem, like, okay, I don't know what to do with, like, I want to do something different. So I did this questioning with him, and we found a way. It's like, yeah, that's it. I think that's it. That's what I wanted to do. So now that's why I'm telling you, make this full screen and take your advantage, because that's not just a video you can listen to. That's something you need to work with together, so we can see instant success, like instant action. Because the longer you take to take action, the more time someone else has time to get what you want. So, first question. What would you do when you have $100 million? If you're not using dollars, just make euros, for example. I'm personally using euros, but just think about it. You have so much fucking money, mate. You have so much fucking money. You're just printing that shit for free. So now you have that. What do you do now? That's the exercise. And I want you to don't just think like, yeah, I will buy a Bugatti and live in a mansion. Yeah, now that's the part that's a little bit more tricky. That's why you need to focus really now and just think, okay, go further and further. Don't just be basic level. For example, let's go this through. Let's go together over it. Let's go together over it in my way. We're going to go over this later. I make a specific section where I will show you one to one how I found the purpose, like my business I want to do it right now. But for now, just listen for now. So the first question is, what would you do when you have $100 million? And then you just think and go further, further, and even further until you find something you are satisfied with. As again, we will go over it together later. Second question is, what would you do even if you are not, specifically talking, not getting paid for? What would you do just for free? What is something you love doing and you do even if you're not getting paid for? So, now, very important, as I already told you, watch the sequence and then take your first action step. Don't overthink it. I will go back to the place where I did it first, and then I'm going to go over these questions with you together and show you how I made this progress. And I'll show you one to one how I did it, so you're not gonna stand there asking yourself, how the fuck should I do that? I will go through myself and then go over some things that will show you a lot easier how to do it.
This is the place where I found my purpose. As you can see, there's no windows here. There's just white concrete and a door where I was coming in here. And I was sitting here and just thinking, here's nothing inside. There's just concrete and shit. There's really nothing in here. So it's just a cold room with no distraction. I had no phone on me, and I just was going through this thought experiment I just told you. For example, my one was, when I have $100 million, what the fuck would I do? I would do the basic things like buying a Porsche, buying a mansion, going on world tour, going through all the different stages of one can have. And then, after a while, I'm going to do the things that I have fun for. Doing YouTube, for example. That was one thing I thought the most about. That's when I was doing my fun YouTube, my entertainment YouTube channel, and got the first success there and saw the first money there. Then I thought okay, no, it doesn't make that much fun anymore. I had the entertainment one, then I had my agency. The agency wasn't not fun for me, it was just about the money. Then when I was making this thought process, okay, I'm doing this for entertainment now. And after a while, I felt bad because I thought okay, I'm distracting people from the goals they're having. So my goal is watching me having fun and doing entertainment and entertaining them. But at the same time, I'm distracting them from their goals. I didn't want that. So what I did was I was just basically reinventing this. I'm okay, I love doing YouTube, but I will do self-improvement content. I will help people instead. So when someone watches me, they will get a better life. And then I got a little more information, but I felt okay, getting paid to help someone is the best thing you can do. You can help so many people get a living off that, do the same thing, yada yada yada. So I was going even third. Okay, YouTube doesn't make fun anymore. Why? Because I'm distracting people. Okay, what can I do? I can help people. Voila, first one. The other person was going for, yeah, I'm gonna go to Spain, live there, then getting my mansion, help get a girlfriend, blah blah blah, go on to shit. And afterwards, and then I want to do something social. Probably want to have a organization to help other people. And then slowly and slowly found, okay, he wants to do something to help people, probably something with an organization shit. I will not tell you exactly what he did because of privacy and shit, but just as you thought, like, this thing really helped me. And the same was like, what would you do even if you not get paid for it? For example, I would do this even if I'm not getting paid for that because that's just fun as hell for me. Okay, it's like not as fun. It's like sitting here talking to a camera and just imagining you having a better life afterwards. There's so much enjoyment in my life. Just really thinking about it. That after watching this, you are like, okay, now I have a better life, and I'm grateful that, and you have a better life and like achieve better things that you couldn't have achieved without me. It's just so a nice imagination for me. So now let's get back to the presentation I just had.
So after watching this now, I want you to take action immediately. Don't think, take action now. Don't overthink it. Don't just say like, okay, just sit where you are right now and close your eyes and do the same exercise as I did. Don't like put the phone away. Don't get rid of all distractions right now. And if it's possible, go to a room with no distractions. If not, then just close your eyes and really think about the thing I just told you. Do the same thing. Pause the video now. Okay, now you should have done that action. If you didn't take it, then just, let's be honest, click off this goal. Just click off. It doesn't make sense. If you're not taking action, this whole thing doesn't make sense for you. So just take that action. Okay, and now everyone should have taken the action. So let me now explain to you how sessions of obsession works exactly. There are specific rules over it. Later I will explain a day of a life in a working session that I had beforehand. And now let's talk about the session of obsession and how it works. First of all, rule one area goal, which, as I already told you, is there's only one area you. Damn, there's so much in the screen. Damn, I need to get rid of that real quick. I already told you there are 3 stages: mental health, socially, and getting money and like financially. So, with that being said, only have one goal. Don't just think like, okay, I'll be fit and at the same time I'm going on the dating market. Or for example, have an obsession of, if you want to see extremely fast results, then do this with me now. If you just said, okay, I don't need fast results, and then you can of course multiply and multiply. That's like the 1% scammer saying. The more energy you have, a fixed amount of power you're getting from this power station, the more you giving it out to many different tasks, the slower everything will grow. So just make it in an extreme version. One input, one output. Just put all your energy into one goal. Don't think, okay, I will make fitness now my goal, and then on the meanwhile I'll start building my business, and in the meantime I'm starting to date with, for example. That doesn't work. You either focused all your energy on starting that business, getting lean, getting muscle and shit, or you focus all on dating, getting better socially, getting better in flirting, and etc. etc. So, first rule, one area only. One area of life only. Second one, optimize everything for this goal. As I already told you, you need to optimize everything. And when I mean everything, I mean everything. For example, we go over this as you see later again on my own life here, so you can see. But for now, what I mean basically, just if you prefer going, like me personally, going to the gym in the morning because there's no one in, then optimize everything so you can go there. Then optimize and so that your bag is already packed. Then look that every meal is pre-made. Look that the supplements are right. Look that you have many different types of cardio so you can lose weight and get more energies and shit. But that's like a lot of things. You need to optimize every aspect: the way you eat, the way you sleep, the time you spend outside of your work or school, depending on what you need. So just focus all of that energy on one of these things. So there's one thing you optimize. For example, fitness, You optimize instead of like you have five times per day. You eat with maximum amount of like a minimum amount of 40-50 grams of protein, for example. You have the first session of workout where you just train your muscle. You will now see the most ugliest arm you will ever see. That's supposed to be an arm, like right? Huh? Ta-da! Best arm you will ever see. B for best. You can't draw better. Fuck you, man. So you optimize everything. You optimize what you eat, how you sleep, what you do, the activities, as I already said. That's what I mean with optimize everything. Every aspect of your time will be optimized for this one goal. And the last thing is, in my opinion, it's something only I really think about in when I'm doing sports or when I'm doing my goals on work, for example, is only think about your goal, which basically means all day long try to think about your goal. That being, for example, fitness. You can always try, okay, how can I optimize my strategy? How can I optimize working? Can I just like add one more session of cardio? Can I like instead of going to school, can I walk there? Or can I use a treadmill? Can I make my workstation and buy, for example, a treadmill so I can, while I was working on a stand desk, can I like walk on there? Can I? I'm researching some new which new recipe can I use to get more cardio, to get more protein in me and carbs and shit, so I have like more energy to do in the workout. Am I in the right like in the right over I'm on a calorie deficit in the right amount. All these dim shits. Or for example, work. Which video can I do? Can I optimize that? Can I make a course out of it? How's this video style? Is the video performing? Can I do more videos? And then having more channels, for example. That's all what I mean with only thinking about your goal. So now I have like a rough example on the focus on fitness. And now I will show you the day in a life in a work session I had when I was building my agency. And as you said, I learned a lot in the meantime, but it was like basically the work session I did. Like the session of obsession was work, was building that agency, and it was like that. I was waking up at 3 a.m. because from 3 to like 6 a.m., as you can see, were like the best brain powers. I'm saying like from like 12 until like 6 a.m. It's like the best time to work. It's like the peak brain time, in my opinion. We have no distractions. Everyone is asleep. Everything is silent. You can just work your ass off. Now, I had no food, as I'm saying. I don't eat because when you eat, you get like your mind gets cloudy and shit. You get tired and shit. So I only drank like a liter of Monster, for example. As I told you, it was not the best thing. There are rules to caffeine, but that's another video. And as already said, I had no food, only energy drinks. And then I worked until like 6 a.m. It was like my working session I had. Afterwards, I did cardio. I had like as a warm up, I had like a 2 kilometer jog. Then I was doing weightlifting, and it didn't really work well. I had a home gym, so it didn't really was good equipped, and I didn't really build good muscle at the home gym personally. But now I'm at the gym, so it's a lot better. Then I was working for basically free at a childcare. It was like a gap year, and I didn't want just to. I was under 18, so I needed to do something. So I did like work for free in a childcare, and because I was under 18 by law, I had to have 55 minutes of a break. I had a 15-minute break and a 30-minute break, and the 15-minute was too short to work, so I used it to meditate. I meditated, so when I have later work kind of work, I'm more focused. Then, of course, 30-minute break. I optimized everything to that. so I can like just work, had like some mini project, like checking up all the details, blah blah blah, like checking deals and shit. Was everything I did like in 30 minutes. I had like a specific plan what I do in this 30 minutes all the time. Then after the work, when I was home, I was planning the next day, was planning my task, what I do between 3 and 6 a.m., what I do in my break, and if I have time, what I do at home, for example. Like everything I'm planning there. Then I eat my dinner. I'm going to sleep at 7 a.m. so I can wake up extremely early. So all my life, like nearly a year, I lived from 3 to 6 a.m. That was like my main day basically, because I need to start very early. So it was like 3 hours of work, then gym, and then just cardio. And I was in a deficit. I was walking a lot, like a lot of I moved a lot basically, so I lost a lot of weight, didn't really grow muscle, but yeah, that was like the bad part of it. So that was like my whole plan I was having. So now let's go back to the most important thing is taking action now. I want you to decide now which area you want to have a session of obsession about. Either you need to find you didn't find your purpose yet, so you didn't find like your where is it here, how to try making money, you didn't quite find that yet. So you either are focused on this one, which is like finding what you enjoy the most and want to do as a working on all day and getting paid for that, or you're focusing on one of these. Personally, I would recommend you, of course, this one is in my opinion like number one, and then if you're better here, you can add this, for example. And as the last one, this. Or you just focus on money, depending on what you need, what are you depending on the most right now. So with that, just choose one of them, only one. Then do the task I've told you. Don't forget the rules that I just put you on. Is only one goal. Optimize everything, and I mean everything, to this goal, and only think and optimize everything so you get more progress in this one goal. And don't ever just the problem, as I already told you, is if you don't take action now, you will become this man. As I already told you, this man is a man without a purpose, drowning himself in pleasure. So to do not become this man, you need to always be in some sort of session, in some sort of thing. And it sounds like work, but I'm telling you, it's so much fucking fun. You get to see progress. When you see progress, you're so happy because you're seeing. When you see progress, that's basically fun. That's happy, because happiness equals progress. So just when you focus on that, you will have so much of a better of a life than when you do this. There's like a whole separate video, but I will do later probably. But as I'm telling you, just focus really. Don't take action. Please, for the love of God, just take action. Do the things I'm telling you to do. Because again, if you're not doing anything, you will end like him. I did this for half a year and it was the worst time of all. You felt shit because you're dreaming of the goal to achieve something big, but you don't see progress. So you're more depressed. So you're more desperate to see results, but you don't see results. Why? Because you don't take action. So do this right now. Either go through the questions I just take you, or we'll find one session of obsession, optimize everything. I mean, everything. And if you have any questions, just put them down in the comments. I will answer them to you and trying to help you as much as I can. So really take action, for the love of God. Don't overthink it. Don't think no later. Do it now. Try to do it as soon as possible. I made a big mistake. I said try. Do this the next time you have time. Do it now, and if you're right now at work, do it afterward. Don't do it, just basically do it today. Don't say, okay, I will do tomorrow or something. Tomorrow, there is no tomorrow, Graph. Tomorrow is today. Tomorrow was yesterday. Today is today. Do it today. There is no reason for you not to do it now. Because only when you take action, you can start failing and you can start growing. A thing that I want is very important is don't just think, okay, session of obsession, you start this and everything will be perfectly fine. You will fail. But my life motto is, and I will stand by this till death, is try and fail, but never fail to try. Just begin. Everyone is ass in the beginning. You will take some time. Session of obsession. You can't just go from no progress or 1% better each day to be instantly be good in a session of obsession. Just do it all the time. In the beginning, it will take some time to get rid of all the distractions. Like, okay, stop needing to play games. I need to stop eating junk food. I need to do some research on what food is good for peak brain, for like for the goals I'm having. What are good things to work on? How I'm being productive. If I was always in school or work and everyone told me what to do, I made videos about that. So just subscribe to this channel if you want to see more of them and it really help you. And as again, take action. Just take action. There's no reason not to take action. There is nothing. Failure is only guaranteed if you don't take action. But after a while, you will see success. You will have a session of obsession and planning, for example, for 1 month. You only get 3 days done. It's okay. Do it again. Do it again until you're in it. The more serious you think, the more important the goal to you is, the more you will put effort into it. And that's what I'm telling you. That's why I'm thinking that is so bullshit to say just work. There's no event. That's why it should be enjoyable. That's why you like it should be something meaningful to you. Because if it doesn't mean anything to you, well, don't try as hard as if you would do something that is meaningful to you. So please just do it. And again, the motto is try and fail, but never fail to try. See you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.